device to record because of this. Now, we were just recording with Molly, and we have multiple recordings of her harassing me. And now I would have liked to have somebody to actually go with me to turn this in. Now, for me having to go for, what is it now, almost 3 weeks. So this officer, he has been patient. And because he's been patient, let me make sure I pull everything out of my door. All right. Oh, that's cool. It's a little ring. Anyway, that way the officer can actually hear. All right. So we got the officer here. Is it all right if I get your card?
My card?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm Officer Sadler with Tillamook City Police, and I am recording just to let you.
Sadler, Saddler.
Yep. And you want my card?
Thank you, sir. Now, I've already spoken with one of your officers just yesterday about the situation with a lady named Molly, her repeated harassment. There's glass over on the other side of my car that she broke.
Did she break the glass on your vehicle?
I don't know. I was in my vehicle and she was beating the fuck out of my vehicle. Like, seriously, smacking it hard.
You called the police and somebody came out already for that?
No, I didn't call the police. I had to go to Tides of Change. Without somebody there and present results in me getting ignored, blown off, so on and so forth. The thing is, with Molly and her situation, she has been instructed to leave me alone. I have had to tell her repeatedly to leave me alone. Tom has told me multiple occasions he don't want nothing to do with her, but he keeps going back, so he's on his own. The thing is, Molly needs to leave me alone. She needs to stop beating on my thing. She needs to stop threatening me. She needs to stop. It just needs to stop.
I'm not familiar with who Molly is.
Molly is a lady who has been yelling at me tonight on multiple occasions.
Tonight right here with your car?
Here at my car, yeah, she was beating on my car while it was parked here. The glass that is on that plate, 2 hours ago. The most recent incident with her was maybe 20 minutes ago. She was over on this side of the building. When I got to the other side of the building, she was over there and started yelling at me. I'm trying to get the hell away from her, but the problem is that this parking lot is the only spot where I can park in town and not get harassed. But there's also the fact that I keep getting Molly harassing me and beating on my vehicle and screaming at me, and I'm overwhelmed.
Okay, so what does Molly look like? And do you know if there's a way that I can talk to her?
Molly is wearing a black peacoat and a fedora, and she, last I saw, was on the other end of the building fucking screaming at me.
Is she in a vehicle or is she walking around?
No, matter of fact, she's with that guy Tom, who I've got recording after recording of him saying he's trying to get away from her. She's driving him nuts. I've got recording after recording with her too, starting shit. Like, I would like to have the money to go somewhere other than here. I would like to have a safe place to go. I would have liked to get some sleep tonight instead of having some crazy lady beating on my vehicle when she has been instructed 2 dozen times to leave me alone, and then she just continues to do it because cops aren't doing anything about it. That's the reason that I had to go to Tides of Change and try to get something done through them, is because, I'm getting blown off left and right. I'm still taking the abuse. I've still got this lady breaking glass on my vehicle and around my vehicle. She's already stuck glass underneath both of my driver's side tires, trying to pop my tire for helping out Tom when he was trying to escape the first time. I don't want anything to do with her. I want her to leave me alone. Every time that her and Tom have an argument, I don't want anything to do with her, but she comes and she starts harassing me again and threatening me again. And then when that doesn't work, she starts accusing me of stealing shit from her. Like, no, I don't want anything to do with her.
Okay. Did the other officer explain to you about possibly trying to get a restraining order?
Yes, sir, and we are working on that. Matter of fact, tonight I was going through evidence when she was starting to beat on my vehicle. I got to listen to all the evidence to try to find the ones that are the most important and the ones that have her doing these crimes and the things with Tom.
Get that squared away, make sure you go to the courthouse and get the paperwork.
Well, that's what I've been
so a judge can
trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do, and that's why I've been going through Tides and Change.
If she starts beating on your vehicle again, call us. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I would have called earlier tonight, but like I said, I didn't have anyone to make the call with me. But she was.
Does
Now
your
that you're
phone
here,
or
I
your
do
other-
want to make a report about her beating on my vehicle.
So does that phone that you're holding right now, is it able to call 911?
It is.
Okay. So if she comes back tonight or, in the next couple days, whatever, go ahead and call 911 if you feel threatened and you feel the need to.
The problem
and
is,
she's beating on your car.
and I'm going to explain this to you. I've called 911 on multiple occasions and gotten absolutely nothing done. That's why I try to go through tides of change, is because it's difficult as a homeless male out here not to get blown off, especially by law enforcement. And I understand you guys have to deal with the tweakers out here, same as I do. But my God, I can't deal with them. I don't do that stuff. I stay away from drugs for a reason. I'm just trying to get my life better.
Okay. All right, no, I hear you. Do you have an ID or anything on you?
I do. Have I done something wrong?
Just because I got a report of somebody that overheard either screaming and yelling or something like that, and it was in this general area, so that's why I'm just checking on everybody in the area.
It's recorded.
Oh, okay.
It was literally me trying to get that lady to leave me alone, and she wouldn't do it. This is nearly 3 weeks. 3 weeks of me trying to get help stopping this woman doing what she's been doing. I just want it to stop. I went to the cops last week and spoke to them. I was hoping that they would do something. When I went to them 3 weeks ago about something, I was hoping they would do something.
We can help you.
I have been
by
helping
means of
myself.
That is getting the restraining order.
And
That's
I've
the
been
one
trying to
thing
do
that's
that.
gonna
That's
help
the
you.
problem with me being a homeless male, is that trying to get that done, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to jump through all of the red tape to try to get that done, but it is just
Why don't you
red
just take
tape.
what you have right now and then go get that restraining order?
I've
because-
already tried that. I need someone to go in with me. That's the problem with being a
Okay,
homeless
well,
and
an officer
disabled
can't
male.
go in with you. Hey, I'm pretty sure like 9 to 5, the courthouse is open. You can go in there and you can get.
All right,
fill it
so
out.
this guy here typed, "We heard her tonight. She was yelled by the garden center of Fred Meyers."
Okay, well, I believe you. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but we need to get you that restraining order. That's going to be the first line of defense for us to be able to.
Yes, sir. And that's the thing, is that I've been trying to get protection orders and restraining orders against people for 6 years. 6 years I've been traveling around trying to get a stop put to this, but I'm a disabled homeless male. Telling me to do that doesn't get it done. What I have to have is somebody go in with me.
I don't know how to help you then if you can't go to the courthouse and get the paperwork.
It's not about not going to the courthouse and getting the paperwork. It's about nothing being done about it. We've got all these great and wonderful laws, but no teeth to them, which
I don't
means,
know what you mean by that, sir.
well, when a law is supposed to go a certain way and there's supposed to be consequences, but there's no way to impose those consequences. For example, the mandated reporter law. In the state of Oregon, it's a pretty hefty fine, but there's no jail time. However, it is still mandated reporter law, which means that they're mandated reporters and there is a consequences if they don't do their job. But there's no teeth to the law, because all these mandated reporters that I'm going to seem to think that doing the opposite of their job is good enough. No, it's mandatory. That's the thing about being a mandated reporter. It's mandatory to turn it in. And that's why I go to the mandated reporters. Every time I try to go in alone, I get well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and it's not our job, and you have to take care of this yourself. And that's the thing about being a disabled and homeless male, is that I'm denied my rights because of my disabilities and denied rights because of homelessness. And then I'm told that I chose it. I don't choose for Molly to come up and literally beat on my vehicle. And I do want to make a report about her beating on my vehicle tonight, and about her breaking the glass over there. You can pick up that glass and get her fingerprints off of it. Mine aren't going to be on that. Matter of fact, let me show it to you.
Did you have that ID on you, by the way?
I do. I've got it in my man purse, I'm sure. Anyway, lady harassing me, I've been trying to get something done. I've been going to the cops and trying to turn in a report. And where the hell is my man purse? Give me a second. It's just Take a
Well, if
couple
you
of
can't
minutes.
find it, you can just tell me your name, date of birth.
Oh, it's Sean Schwartz, October 18th, 1980.
Sean Swartz, you said?
Yeah, SCHWARTZ.
You said it fast. SCHWARTZ.
Yes, sir. Perfect.
And then Sean S.
SHAWN. Yes, sir.
What was your date of birth?
10/18/1980.
Okay.
Now, as far as her beating on my car, I started recording while she was beating on it. It took a minute for it to get started.
Okay.
I've also got her recorded talking about.
What's that?
I've also got her recorded on my YouTube channel talking about breaking that bottle.
Okay.
And there's also her over at my vehicle tonight yelling at me.
Adam, Robert, Tom, Zebra, Joseph, Sean, San, Henry, Adam, William, Nora, date of birth 10/18/80. And the glass that's broken over here, is that going to be from your vehicle?
No, that didn't come from my vehicle. That came from her. She brought that over and she broke it over here. She also dropped off his pillow and beat the fuck out of my vehicle. Let's make sure we record it again. This right here is the glass that lady broke. Looks like there's a big ass snail on the side of it.
Oh, a beer
That's
can?
cool.
Or a beer bottle, I should say?
Yep, she broke that. She also smacked my vehicle more than once. I mean, she beat on it over a dozen times. She beat on that side, she beat on this side, she beat on my hood, she beat on the back.
Okay.
She said she was just knocking. No, she was beating on my vehicle.
Okay, and how long ago did you say that was?
About 2 hours ago, but she's been continuing this throughout the night.
Okay. Well, I can try and drive through the parking lot and see if I can find her. So
Electric jolt type Molly is at the trucks right now. Molly is at the trucks parked next to each other. That would be right over there. So apparently there's somebody in the parking lot who's typing to me on my YouTube channel. Yeah, there's 2 pickup trucks right over on the other side of that RV right there.
And so she's going to be on foot?
Yeah. Her and that guy Tom are probably together. I've got recordings with Tom as well. You know, with as many recordings as I have of him saying he's scared of her and he's still with her, you know, I don't want nothing to do with her, and I don't want nothing to do with him because she keeps coming into my life because of him. She's already been instructed to leave me alone repeatedly. She's not following those instructions. She is not respecting my boundaries, and I am at the end of my rope. I am having to do desperate things to try to keep myself safe from predators just like her. And everywhere I move, I have to deal with somebody like that. I shouldn't have to deal with somebody like that. I am scared. I'm autistic, which is not a choice. It's not the same as being mentally retarded. It's not the same as being delusional or schizophrenic. It's a communication disability. I know, but that's what I'm explaining to you is how I am treated by the American public, and especially by people like her.
If you don't mind, can you keep your hand out of your pocket while I'm talking to you?
Sure.
Thank you. So, I just want to reiterate the reason that I was here. The reason why I was here today is because somebody heard either screaming or hitting or something like that. So again, I'm just checking the area. So now that I see that you're, live and okay, I'm going to try and investigate it further, see if I can go find her and speak to her as well. But at this point, I'm just going to head out of here and let you have the rest of the night, okay?
Thank you. The thing is, I do need to make a report about her beating on my vehicle and beating on the glass. I've been told that I can make an oral report
with the other officer, right?
Well, this is since then that this has been happening. So the other thing is the officer earlier, he was more focused on a gentleman who was driving a dolphin, which not a literal dolphin, obviously. It's a type of RV, who's been following me and harassing me since Hood River. And I got a case number for that already. The situation with Molly, we're still trying to get something done on that because we didn't have much time. I'm having to do this through Tides of Change. They don't have a lot of time. If you could write down Tides of Change. Also, the officer that I spoke with earlier is Martinez.
Okay.
I am freezing.
You can get back in your vehicle.
Now, the reason for the screaming was her literally yelling at me over at my vehicle, beating on my vehicle.
Well, if she comes over here and she starts beating on your vehicle again, call us, okay? So that way I can come deal with her right in the moment. All right?
Yes, sir. That's one of the problems with being afraid to call the cops.
Why are you afraid to call the cops?
Because of abuse by other officers.
Abuse by other officers, is that what you said?
Yes, sir. After my best friend got blasted in the head, there was a lot of cops who thought that it would be okay to hurt me, assumed that I had done it. And then after they found the guy that actually did it, they didn't want to admit that they screwed up, so they continued to commit felony after felony to prevent me from showing what they did. I used to be an artist. I could almost draw people portrait realistic. Now I can barely hold a pencil most of the time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You didn't do it. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Sadler.
You're shivering, so get back in your vehicle.
I am. Oh. Electric jolt type. She's at the 2 trucks right now. Molly is here. She's harassing the people in the trucks. She's walking over to you. All right. Well, let's see if she's walking over to me. It doesn't look like she's walking over. Oh, you're right. You're right. Officer, she's right there. She's right over there. All right. Thank you, Electric Jolt. That is very much appreciated. If you're the guy who said he was going to subscribe to my channel, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Electric Jolt. Now, hopefully, unfortunately, we have to wait till Monday, apparently, to do anything. But as far as the recordings that I have, at least I recorded the situations. At least I recorded Molly. At least I recorded Tom. At least I recorded the officers. The situations with Molly and Tom show that I told the truth, and the situation with the officers shows that I told the truth about the situations with Molly and Tom. You guys got to hear on one of the recordings tonight how even Tom was saying that he was afraid of her. And see, here's the thing. If he's going to go back to abuse, it's just like when a woman's being abused. I don't mind helping you out, but if you're going to keep on going back and I'm the one that's taking the fucking punishment, you know, this situation with Tom, it's the same as when the roles are reversed. It's the same as when it's a woman who's being abused and she goes back to a man. Well, whether you go back or not is pretty much arbitrary. The fact is, whether you go back or not, I still told the truth. Now, if you choose to go back, well, you probably kick me in the teeth. If you choose not to go back, it means you're done with the abuse and you might do the right thing. Now, as far as Electric Jolt goes, I want to thank you very much for speaking up. Obviously, you are in the parking lot. You were absolutely right about Molly walking this direction. It ain't right. It ain't right to force somebody to go through this shit. It ain't right that a male has to worry about turning in a female because he has to worry that he might get arrested. Electric Jolt typed, I'm not in the parking lot, I unlocked my third eye. He types, I know everything. Really, Electric Jolt? Alright, tell me why it is that the cops went out of their way to help child molesters and rapists get away. The fact is, I've gone to the cops about Molly more than once. Just like in Hood River, I went to the cops about the abuse there more than once. What I got was blown off by the cops. Electric Jolt type, they were paid off. Well, they might have been. There's a possibility that Jai Rogers and Mark Peterson, there's a possibility they were paid off. I think it's more likely that Alicia Bollinger was pretty, and so they listened to her. They didn't care who was right and who was wrong, they cared about pretty. Electric Jolt types, no, I know they were. Who paid them off, Electric Jolt? What I want is for this shit to end. I do need to get a protection order against her, and you know what? There's a possibility at this point that I might need to get one against Tom. Tom doesn't have the balls to stand up to her. Anytime that she has something that she might be able to, oh, well, it fucking sucks being out here. If she can provide him with a room for a couple of nights, well, he'll go take her abuse for a bit more. But he doesn't care that I'm being victimized over it. He doesn't fucking speak up when she's doing this shit. He'll bitch at me about it. But he needs to tell the cops at this point. Trucks Bucks typed, who's Tom? He's the 80-year-old Vietnam veteran that was trying to escape from Mali. This situation's been going on for about 3 weeks. The issue with Molly started the day after I met her. The day after I met her is the day that Tom was trying to escape. Trucks Bucks types, she's yelling at the piggy. Well, she very well might be. Trucks Bucks, are you one of the people in the parking lot here with me? That guy Electric Jolt seemed to know where she was and what she was doing, and he claims he's not in the parking lot. It was his third eye. Oh, she is yelling, isn't she? I guess she's probably slightly done. Trucks, Bucks types, I'm above the stars watching over. Ah, sure you are. That's the thing, I can't continue dealing with fucking people like this. She should have left me alone 3 weeks ago. She's been instructed repeatedly for the last 3 weeks to leave me the fuck alone. You're absolutely right, Truxton Buck. She is yelling at the cop. She didn't think Tom was in danger. She's the one putting Tom in danger, and she's the one putting me in danger. She's the one beating on my vehicle and breaking glass. Now, that glass is still over here. It was not collected as evidence. Now, as far as being told to call 911, you know what? I've tried that repeatedly. We know that, of course, I tried calling 911 when I was at Candace Bondurant's over the situation with one of Natalie Marie Bollinger's ex-stepmothers. We know that I called 911 over the situation at my grandma's funeral when Ted Bollinger was harassing me. We also know that I get called a rat, treated like I'm a horrible monster if I call the cops. I'm not a man. Awful lot of animal sounds tonight. Electric jolt type dat, trucks, bucks type doggies, electric jolt type, oh, I see them, there's 7 over across the field. Coyotes. Some of them were coming from that direction, some of them from that direction, some of them from all the way over there, other side of the Goodwill. Oh, let's see how much charge I have on my phone. Looks like I got 23%. Also, it says 653 photos haven't been backed up. Holy crap, that's a lot. YouTube support team, case subject. The problem isn't my lack of effort. It's the lack of give a shit on behalf of the other parties, especially the police. Where I'm expected to call 911 and hope that they do their job, I've called 911. It says, you got hot sauce. I need some for my popcorn. I got some sriracha. I don't know where exactly it is in here. With the situation with Molly and Tom, you know, I was done with Molly a while ago. And if Tom is still gonna fuck around with that situation, I gotta cut him off too. Now, I did say that I wasn't gonna cut him off, that this isn't his fault, but I mean, really, at this point, he could either speak up or he can allow innocent people to be harmed. And if he's going to allow innocent people to be harmed, well, no, I can't fucking try to help him out of a situation that he's going to make it worse for me or tougher for me. He doesn't want to be victimized, but he doesn't mind me being victimized. He wanted help escaping from her, but he's not going to do anything to help me escape from her, and he's obviously not escaping from her himself. Not my problem, not my choice. Trucks Bucks typed, he needs some milk. Respect the milk! Anyway, hopefully this time, this is what, the fifth time. talking to the cops about this situation. Hopefully this time Molly will get the fucking hint and leave me the fuck alone. Oh, do you need to get a hold of Tom and let him know, hey, dude, I gotta turn Molly in. Do I need to turn both of you in? Both of those people offered to help me. I ended up helping out both of them, and of course, I ended up getting kicked in the teeth for helping both of them. Now, as far as the situation with Molly goes, I was done with her 3 weeks ago. When Tom told me that he was trying to escape from her, I was already finished with her. I was only helping him out because he needed it. He was having the same issues with her that I was. But then when he took his scarf, I got accused of stealing it. When she lost her hat in her camp, I got accused of stealing it. When she misplaced, apparently, 2 figurines in her camp, she accused me of stealing it. If Tom doesn't do what she wants, she accuses him of stealing shit. I just want to be left the fuck alone. I want Molly to stay the fuck away from me. I mean, obviously, I'm not the one going up and starting shit with Molly. Obviously, she's the one every single time coming up to me. Every single time. For the last 3 weeks, every single time she comes up to me to harass me. And she thinks Tom is her fucking property. That it's okay for her to come fucking harass me every time Tom doesn't do what the fuck she wants. Trucks, bucks, typed, cops leaving. Let's see. Nope, he's still there. See, there's the cop vehicle still there, still talking to Molly. So no, trucks, bucks, the cop isn't leaving. It was a nice thought, but really, I'm probably better off with the cop here. She is far less likely to come beat on my vehicle, bust more fucking bottles. She's far less likely to do that if the cop is still here. You know, I thought this would have been taken care of a week ago. Thought it would have been taken care of a week before that. But here we are, 3 weeks of me being harassed by Molly, 3 weeks of me trying to get help stopping the harassment by Molly, being told to call 911. Well, you know what? If 911 did any goddamn good for a homeless man, that's what I would have done to start. That's what I did in the very beginning too, isn't it? I called 911, but I had to call alone. And because I had to call alone, I got blown off. I had no witnesses to the situation. Well, thank goodness I record everything now, but of course we also know that they'll arrest you to keep you from showing those recordings, like what Scott DaCosta did. Now, hopefully Molly has gotten the fucking point. Hopefully that officer told her to leave me the fuck alone. I've been trying for 3 goddamn weeks to get the fuck away from her, but there's nowhere for me to fucking go. Those of you who always want me to grass is green it to somewhere else, The grass ain't greener on the other side. All right. Trucks and bucks typed, he's gone, bro. Yeah. He typed cops leaving, C leaving, gone, he gone, bro. Yep. I see that. I'm wondering if that truck is you. Anyway. Those of you in the parking lot that she was harassing, I'm sorry about that. I really shouldn't be. I'm not the one that did it. But, of course, I have a penis, so it's somehow magically my fault anyway. So, hopefully that is enough for Molly to stop. Tom should have told her to stop, and he told me that he instructed her to stop. The day he told me, hey, if she comes to your vehicle, she's been told if she comes to your vehicle, that I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to deal with any more of her shit. And what did she do? The first thing she did was come up to my vehicle, pretend like she wanted to be nice, drop a bunch of fucking garbage on me, and then walk around my vehicle, peeking in. Of course, she knew his shit was there. She knew where Tom was the whole fucking time. She knew that his stuff was next to my vehicle the whole fucking time. That was 3 weeks ago. Then she's wanting to pretend that Tom put his stuff next to my vehicle yesterday or the day before. No, the fuck he didn't. This harassment needs to fucking stop. I shouldn't have to fucking scream for help. Now that officer, when I was trying to explain to him, he wanted to keep on interrupting me, telling me to call 911. He wanted to continue to interrupt me, to tell me to do things that I'd already done that were fucking effective. Anyway, I like Tom, and I do believe in letting a person know what's up. So yeah, I do intend on letting him know that I'm going to be pressing charges on Molly. I already called him up earlier and let him know that he needs to come forward about this shit. You know, he asked for a rescue. I did my best, but he can't pull himself away from the fucking bullshit. Trucks Bucks type good press HM hard. When it comes to female predators, this right here is why there are so many female predators. That officer was here. He saw the fucking glass there. I told him about the fucking fact that it's recorded on my YouTube channel. When it comes to people who are actually abusive, well, we already got Tom's words speaking about her physically assaulting him, throwing things at him. And then, of course, going out of her way to play victim in order to try to justify the fucked up shit that she's doing. Reminds me of Natalie, Alicia, and Maddie. They got boobs, so it's okay, right? No, it's not okay. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter what genitalia you have. Or rather, it shouldn't. See, we've got the law and then we've got bias. Sure, the law says that it's illegal for you to racially profile black people, but if you live in Alabama, who gives a shit, right? God bless America. Here in Oregon, they have a very large following of the KKK. I didn't realize that. I did look it up, though. I mean, hell, I went to high school in Chapel. Racist fucking redneckville. I know all about the fucking KKK. The can't stand on their own, motherfucker. They gotta gang up on somebody 10 on 1. And then say, oh, poor us, we're being victimized. Just like BLM. You know what the difference between BLM and the KKK is? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're both racial hate groups selling false narratives. As far as actual evidence goes, are they going to allow actual evidence in court here when they don't allow it in court anywhere else in the country? Will they actually allow me to turn in my predator here when they haven't allowed it anywhere else in the country? That officer wanted to talk to me like I wasn't making an effort, like I hadn't been making an effort. And it's pretty obvious he didn't want to do his job. Trucks, bucks type should have just tapped and dashed. Yeah, well, there's a problem with that, trucks, bucks, is that you got to make a stand somewhere. People don't want us anywhere in the United States. People don't want us to fucking exist. That's why people like Molly are so prevalent. Now, let's get this perfectly clear. I helped out Molly. She didn't help me. I helped out Tom. He did not help me. I did keep my end of the bargain. As far as Tom speaking up, there's a lot of evidence on my YouTube channel. There's a lot of evidence on my Facebook. There's also evidence in my telephone. When that officer tells me to call 911, I can't. I have to be afraid to call 911. Now, that officer said he was going to investigate it. How's he going to investigate it? He didn't bother picking up the glass, taking a picture of it, collecting any goddamn evidence. Trucks Bucks typed, I subscribe to make me famous. Infamous, Trucks Bucks. It would be infamous. I use my infamy for saving lives. I want you to look up the name Selena Not Afraid. She's a Native American woman from Hardin, Montana. Or you could look up the missing women of Hardin, MT. That showed the situation almost a year before Selena disappeared. About how I spoke up about that area and all the missing people there. Because of what happened to Natalie, a lot of folks wanted to accuse me of killing Selena Not Afraid. That's because I had a lot of predators getting on there telling people that I killed Natalie Bollinger. So I got a lot of hatred from that. On the bright side, 15,000 views. 15,000 views. on the missing women of Hardin, Montana. There was only 56 views before Selena Not Afraid disappeared. Then I got thousands of views, all in just a few days. Native Americans around the country sharing it and saying, hey, finally somebody is speaking up for us. Finally somebody is bringing some attention. And then that's when, of course, people wanted to use the Natalie Bollinger thing. Just like Molly. Molly knew about Natalie Bollinger the first night we met. Tom knew about Natalie Bollinger the first night we met. Sorry, the day after, actually. Now, both of those people said they would take a look at the evidence. Both of them said they would help me turn it in. Hell, Molly even claimed that that's what she did. She helps find missing people, too. Any story that you tell, Molly's done it, too. Molly's been doing it longer. Molly's with the CIA. Molly's with the FBI. Molly is nuttier than fucking squirrel turds, folks. But it doesn't matter how much Tom feels fucking sorry for her. I'm being victimized. If I'm going to be victimized because he feels sorry for a fucking predator, well, he's helping out a predator, and he's helping her to get away with committing crimes against me. No, Tom does not get away with that. Not even if he's 80 years old. Not even if he served 2 tours in Vietnam. I don't care if you did rescue a fucking kitten out of a tree. You don't get to go fucking victimizing homeless people. You want to celebrate by victimizing disabled people and homeless people? That's pretty fucking screwed up. Now let's hope this cop does his job. He probably won't. As far as Trucks Bucks being famous, infamy is the word to use. I use my infamy to try to help find missing people, like Emily Hahn. That was here in Oregon. People like Rebecca Gross-Nickel-Foley, also in Oregon. Both of them found. There's also a lot of people missing here in Oregon. The abuse that I had to endure when Natalie Bollinger disappeared included people from Oregon threatening to kill me. I had people in probably every state in the Union, as well as many other countries, get a hold of me to threaten to kill me and threaten to kill my family and so on and so forth. But nobody gave a fuck. They still don't give a fuck. Not one of my goddamn friends cared to fucking look. They'd tell me that they cared, but wouldn't look. Wouldn't speak up. Wouldn't even admit to the parts that they took part in, so I had to show them on YouTube. I got to hear Molly down there screaming that I lied. Well, whatever it is that she was claiming that I lied about, I'd like to get those body cameras from that officer. He claimed he was recording. So let's find out what it is Molly is claiming that I lied about. And then we'll go through and we'll look on my YouTube channel and through my evidence and fucking post up that it's actually the fucking truth. How many predators have we done that with? Well, let's start off with Natalie Bollinger. Wanted to pretend that I stalked her. Meanwhile, the evidence shows that she was not the one that was stalked. I was. The evidence shows that I wasn't chasing after her vagina. She thought she was in love with me, not the other way around. Now, we got a lot of people on my YouTube channel that speak on my YouTube channel. Why isn't it in court? Why didn't these people make any effort whatsoever to get those words into court where it made a fucking difference? Why didn't they work together with me to try to get that to the media where it would make a fucking difference? Oh yeah, I have the wrong genitalia. I'm not the right skin color, and I don't have the right size pocketbook. I don't have the prettiness, and I don't have the fucking drugs that they want. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Trucks Bucks typed, she said you were harassing her and stealing stuff from her. Oh, very cute. See, that's the thing. In the last 3 weeks, how many times have I gone up to her? 0! Literally 0 times. I've gone up to her 0 times. I've spoken to her first 0 times. When she comes up and harasses me, I let her know to leave me the fuck alone. And as far as stealing stuff from her, ain't that just always the way it goes? We got some recordings here tonight with Tom on my YouTube channel. And we got some recordings here with Molly on my YouTube channel. I made sure that I posted what I could find. And one of the videos that I have, it's got the dude who drives around in the Dolphin RV, as well as Molly, as well as, of course, Tom talking about Molly. Now, after the shit that he is literally recorded on my YouTube channel saying about the situation with Molly, well, it does make you question his sanity, don't it? If you're going to say those things about a woman and then you're going to go hang out with her, yes, we do have to question your fucking sanity. If this woman is so bad that you need a rescue to get away from her, and then you're going to go back. No, dude. No, that's fucking playing head games. Now, as far as stealing stuff from her, you know, when people accuse me of doing shit, that's about what it takes to make me think about doing that shit. But there's a lot of things that just never enter my fucking mind. Going and stealing somebody's stuff doesn't ever enter my mind. I get sick of having my shit stolen. But then again, Tom, when he knew that the shit that she was accusing me of stealing to begin with, when he knew that I didn't steal it, instead of speaking up and telling her the fucking truth like a real man, well, he did what it is that he said he was going to do. He told me he was probably just going to tell her he found that stuff behind Goodwill. How about you fess up and admit that you're the one that had the fucking scarf? You know, that would be a lot easier than fucking lying and making the situation worse. See, right there, that's another situation where, of course, we got somebody who thinks telling a little white lie isn't going to hurt nothing. No, those little white lies get people killed, stupid. At this point, Tom's stupidity is putting us both at risk. If she fucking kills him, he's got it coming. He has it coming if she fucking kills him because he's a fucking idiot. When somebody is physically abusive towards you and you go back, you are a fucking idiot. When somebody helps you out of a shitty situation with your fucking predator, and then you go back to that predator, you're a fucking idiot. Trucks Bucks type, want a hot dog? Sure, I could use a hot dog. I suppose this is the part where I should probably look outside of my vehicle to see if that truck is pulling up. There's a gentleman in the parking lot said he was gonna subscribe to my channel. Well, it looks like those folks in the pickup trucks are they still over there? Anyway, I suppose it's okay to turn off the video. It's 3:19 in the fucking morning now. Ugh. Fuck, I don't even know where my man purse is. You typed come get one, black truck. All right. Are you the black truck over by the Camaro? I ain't heard a honk yet. Oh, hell yes. Oh my God.
They're brand new, so they're not drugged or anything, I swear.
That totally rocks. I was drugged in Hood River. That's one of the things that ended me up here. They put some drugs in my drink up there, and then cops were douches there too.
Here, you can have a couple.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I knew that there was somebody in real life. You guys were typing stuff like, "Yeah, we're above looking down. They're over there harassing them people by the trucks. Oh, you need to be careful. Those people have guns." Are you fucking kidding me? I'm Nebraskan. Yeah. So that was my night. It's actually been ongoing for 3 weeks, but I have a penis, so getting the cops to listen is about like pulling their teeth.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Penis is only good for certain occasions.
Right. Well, I told people if they'd pay to get rid of mine, I don't use it for anything but peeing.
Pretty much.
I went from finding missing people to, Jesus, how do I get rid of the crazy lady?
Right? There's always got to be one, though.
There does. There's always some nut job that's trying to make everything worse just for entertainment.
Pretty much.
I also noticed that although that's primarily a female trait, it's a taught trait, and it's not just females. That's one of the things that's been the biggest issue in my life is the sex war. It's men's fault. Men are stupid. Girls are crazy. Boys are stupid. Girls are crazy. Boys are stupid. Girls are crazy. Meanwhile, we got the same emotions and the same drive.
Pretty much.
My name is Sean, by the way, obviously.
Dallas.
Good to meet you, Dallas.
Me too.
Thank you for being entertainment, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
You kept me smiling while I really just wanted to scream at everybody. All right, well, I'm going to go eat my wieners.
All right.
Don't tell anybody I stick wieners in my mouth. They'll never let me hear the end of it. Of course, I'm from Boulder, or that's where I was before I ended up homeless. And in Boulder, you know, everybody else, everywhere else in America, they go, hey. But in Boulder, they go, hey.
Dallas do different.
Hey.
Like, okay, whatever. That's right. I used to be funny at one point in time. Oh my God, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
How many cops does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They arrest the bulb for being broke, then beat the room for being black. Right? This is why I shouldn't be allowed to speak in public. But on the bright side, I'm not smashing people's vehicles. I'm not breaking beer bottles on the ground. That lady was literally beating on my car earlier.
Yeah, she came over and asked if you were beating on our cars, and I was like, no. I guess you were over here beating on something. Like an hour ago is what she said, but we've been sitting here for a while.
Oh my God, dude, right?
So,
See, that's the thing. She comes and does fucked up shit to me, and then she gets busted, and then she wants to run around talking shit. You know, I told her I record everything.
Bitches be tripping, I guess.
Yeah, lots of people be tripping. They need to tie their shoelaces or get some Velcro.
Yeah. Those light up sketchers.
Right? See, then people know they're special.
Yeah.
All right, well, I am tired of shit and I'm about to urinate myself. It's good to meet you, Dallas.
All right, good to
Thank
meet
you for
you.
the entertainment and thanks for typing funny shit on my channel.
Yeah, no problem.
Be safe.
Alright, you too. Enjoy the wiener.
Okay. I put it in my mouth. In my fucking mouth. I love hot dogs. I really don't, but I'm hungry. I've been eating, well, I got a bunch of stuff from the food bank that I can't eat. So I've been eating the stuff I can. All right, you know how we end these channels, or how we end these videos. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.